Welcome back, everybody, to our final match of the night here on Minor League Esports. I'm getting framed. There we go. And speaking of frames, let me bring in my other beautiful frame in the form of Supersonic, who is casting with me here this evening. We got one final match. It's going to be the Academy League Sharks. I think I mentioned Shadow earlier, but it is indeed the Sharks facing off against the Wizards here.
It is indeed. It is. I will confirm for you. It is the Sharks, not the Shadow. Though the logo does have some shadowing in it, so maybe that just confused you, saying first three letters, a little bit of shadowing on the Shark. We'll just call them the Shadow Sharks for now. Dropping down, though, we went from the Premier League. We're going to be hopping down. I believe this one's Academy League, yeah?
Yeah, this is Academy League, yeah.
Yeah, hopping into the Academy League. I absolutely have zero bias here. Soviet Shark, I love you. It's going to be another solid series. The last one was a good one. I'm hoping we can get a, like another 3-2 count here, a little bit of a back and forth battle.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that as well, though. The looking at this on paper, it really does feel like it's weighted kind of heavily in favor of the Sharks. They're currently sitting at 18-22, so they're still looking to try and set themselves up for a good playoff run. They're not quite there, but they're not super far out. But on the other side of that, the Wizards not been having the greatest of seasons so far. They're currently sitting 9-26, last in their division, and they really could use a boost to try and really jumpstart a potential recovery here in the latter half of the season. So while it is favored in the Sharks, I'm hoping mainly for another close series like that one we just saw. That was great, but more importantly, I'm just hoping to see some really good Rocket League out there.
Look at Rocket League again. That's all we ever want. We like some good Rocket League. We like some good series. Hopefully we'll get that here. You were saying it on paper. Yeah, this one feels like it's weighted heavily for the Sharks. And really for them, they're going to need to show up and do just that. They're really close to just about even on their record. So a good 5-0 series here for them could be really big for their season.
And really good. And as we get ready to get into this game number one, one of the big things to point out here, in case anyone is new to MLE, a couple things that might be different than your normal esports viewing experience. We do 5-game series. These are not best of. So regardless of what happens, all 5 games will be played all the way through to their fruition. And again, we mentioned this is Academy League, so you'll be seeing Diamond 2 through around Champ 1 level play. So keep that in mind as we do head into game number 1, and it's going to begin with immediate possession coming from the Sharks. One Credit Cola not quite able to send that into midfield.
Good touch, just player not quite ready in the midfield to come up and make a play on it. I like the effort, though. You can see players at this rank, they have the idea of what they're trying to do. It's just, does your teammate think you're going to execute on it every time? Should I be there for him or not? Those tend to be some of the questions that get asked at this level when they are going up to create things. A little bit more space being given as well on some of these approaches versus our last series. But Credit Cola, he's going to try and pop one out high. Soviet Shark up for it. Won't be able to direct it on target.
Won't be able to get it on target, but it is going to be a good 50 coming through there on the side wall. One Credit Cola sending it towards the side. He'll get one more pick up, looking to get it off the backboard. Still not able to get out in front. That's a good clear coming downfield as the Wizards try and set up something in on transition. Inky able to get in front. It'll be another pass back over into the other side, and we're a minute gone and still scoreless here in game number 1. Though that might change. Oh, just wide off to the side wall, and a really good opportunity to open things up for the Sharks that they're just not quite able to execute on. But speak of execution, Super Hottie Boy able to pick up this pass and send it through.
Super Hot Boy somehow became the Hottie Boy.
Oh, I thought there was a Y there. You know what? I'm just blind. I'm blind.
No,
I can't
I
read
like it
charts
better.
from
I think he
shadows.
should change his name.
It's just all like that.
I think he needs a name change, to be completely honest here. First goal is going to go the way of the Wizards. Not the way I expected this one to start off, but an overcommit from the Sharks on that last play allows them to just push right downfield. Soviet Shark up a little early. Can't reach for that one. Inky shot high. Credit there in the net. 1 goal apiece. We're tied.
Yeah, good tie up as well as Inky. I mean, that's just a beautiful pass. And Mykopolis not able to get up to it in time. So it'll be a level playing field here in game number 1. Took us a little bit of time to get those opening goals, but now Feels like the players beginning to get into one of those grooves yet again. Is one credit Koala. Or Cola, I should say. I'm just having a rough time pronouncing anything today, Super.
No, you're doing fine. It's great. It's great. You're killing it right now. You're doing better than me because I somehow just minimized my game, and I'm back.
As we get back into this game, it is going to be another good pinch from Mykopolis. Over to the right side. Inky with a bit of a touch. One credit Cola. Sending it off to sidewall again as it looks to fall back out in the midfield. Mykopolis trying to file it up. Side wall's not going to be there. Buff can't find the touch as we're closing in on the halfway point. We're still waiting for a decisive play downfield on either side, really, to start to substantiate some of the passing. Oh, so close there from Inky, but he can't finish it off.
Comes Super Hot Boy. Hottie Boy trying to get a piece here. Little bit too much time spent thinking about it, and that allows Soviet Shark to come through and get a piece of it in the corner. So just need a little bit quicker pace of play on either side, and I think both teams, either one of them could run away with it. Just a little bit of a change here because the space is definitely there for them to do so.
Ooh, another good little pickup. Buff out into the corner. Is Inky able to sneak it around? Mykopolis sitting on that goal line. He'll start to charge forward. Inky, the miss. It'll be Mykopolis off the backboard, and it's just enough to keep it away from Soviet Shark. Pass in the midfield, but Soviet able to send that back in the mid again. It'll be off the sidewall towards the backboard and played away into the corner.
One credit able to make a touch, and once again, big clear. Both teams doing that once again off the top, off the crossbar. Hot Boy puts one out. Maiko can't get up to make the finish, and Buff a little overzealous on how quick he got up there. Can't get the height he needs to get a piece of the ball, and back into the Wizards half we go.
This one falling straight back down out in front. Buff taking his time to pick it up as he sends it downfield, but he doesn't leave himself a lot of room to be able to get back to it. We will see Super Hot Boy able to get that bump as it gets sent over back into the right corner. To final 60 seconds. Going to begin to tick away here is Buff. Sending another one into this orange side. Will be straight back down again out in front, but it's not able to be followed through. And we're starting to get to the point here where the next goal could very well be the one to win the game here, Super.
If we can get there, we may just get OT. Maiko just off. Here's Buff. Maybe not. OT now out of the question unless the Sharks can get another one here on the board. Maiko near miss, gets all the defenders to bite. Inky tries to come up actually at the last moment from the line. Just can't get there in time. 2-1 now, Wizards.
2-1 in favor of the Wizards. That's sent all the way over. Credit Cola. All the way back towards the back end. It'll be up off the corner. Super Hot Boy looking for that connection. It's Inky playing it back into the corner. Soviet Shark.
Maiko
a bit
shot.
of a giveaway. Oh, but the save at the last second from Inky. Buffdo trying to push it back around again. It's out in front. Played away by one credit Cola. And now the final 10 seconds. The Sharks have to try and find some way to get downfield.
Rotation getting hit here fairly well by the Wizards. They maintained attack after attack there. And this one looking like it's going to end out. There it goes. Wizards take game number 1. No chance. I don't think, well, if they go down, they're down. I've got to look. I don't trust my own math. So they would now be 18-23. Yeah, no chance for them to get back to even now. Best that the Sharks can hope for is to end up 22-23 now. They will not get even.
Yeah. But, I mean, still plenty of opportunities to try and salvage what they can out of this series. But, you know, for the Wizards, coming in as a little bit of the underdog, getting a really good start to everything here, and, you know, securing a Game 1 victory not only gives you that momentum, but it gives you a lot of confidence, especially when you're a team that's been struggling in league play. Getting this opening can really do a lot for the mentality of how the rest of your team is going to really handle this situation. So I'm curious to see if that bleeds over into other games, or if the Sharks are going to use this as the sort of chip on their shoulder they need to bounce back and start getting some dubs back in their corner.
Yeah, I mean, for the Wizards, you can't ask for a better start here, right? You take down game number 1 in a game that, as we said, heavily on paper anyways, is favoring the Sharks. You come in and take the W. You don't have any worries till game 3 now, right? You take down this one, you're sitting really pretty. You lose this one, you're not hurting. So getting that opening win for a team that is in the position that they were in, where you're expected to be taking some L's, no pressure on you, to get that win in game 1, that is such a huge morale boost for the team. It takes a ton of pressure off of you for another 2 games of the series.
We'll see what happens in this second game of the series. As again, Wizards up to a 1-0 lead here. They'll be looking to try and pick this up at midfield. Mykopolis trying to get taken out, but Buff quick to try and regain control, but he gets demoed as well on the respawn. Super Hot Boy was able to push forward. Mykopolis going to get beat. That's going to be a big pinch right out in front. Buff doesn't find the touch, but it will be Super Hot Boy to send it back down to the other side of the field.
He's looking for one off the backboard for the pass. Not quite enough of an angle on it to get it out there and really make it usable for his teammate. Buff will have to pump the brakes here in front of Inky. This one will come across, and Wizards with control. Maiko trying to do a lot. Can't get enough on the flick, though. He was looking to put that one probably either up just under the crossbar or off of the backboard to create an opportunity there. And this one jams out in the corner, waiting for one credit to bring it downfield.
Good sidewall touch as well, able to get it over top. Look to get another here. Out of the corner, straight down Inky. Will be Buff. Great send downfield. Soviet Shark able to intercept in midair and send it off the side. Walls had attempted pass, not going to go anywhere. One credit Cola. Going to try and follow it up as it's another drop down. Soviet gets one, looking for 2. Got to get it past Mykopolis, and he does. Can he get the follow-up? Oh, it's just off the post, and he doesn't have the boost to turn back in, and another great opportunity for the Sharks. That just unfortunately out of their grasp.
Soviet Shark has a moment. He's a little too quick to the ball and can't get up for it. Hot Boy with the pop. Credit tries to make the read, takes the shot. 2 defenders up to make the save.
That's another good send downfield as well. Soviet able to look to follow this one up. He sends a shot on target, gets the dunk, but it's high off the backboard. Buff doing a great job of getting in front of that one. They'll get another send, but it's straight into an opposing defender. This one picked up by Soviet side wall. Super Hot trying to follow it down, and Buff finds a big save.
I think the opportunity's there for the squads. Never mind, the opportunity's there for the Sharks. That's who it's there for. Inky up, open net. Just a whole bunch of home free on the platter there for him, and he's going to send it right in. 1-0. Sharks finally strike, have the lead.
1-0, and I mean a really solid start for them to try and get this series back level as Inky looking for the flick back towards net, but a great deflection off the defense will lead it to Buzz, but he can't make contact. Mykopolis sending it out of the corner. Soviet finds a touch, and Inky there to bail him out as it was falling in a quite dangerous spot.
Odd touch there from Buff. And a lot of these touches from the midfield. I want to say this for both sides here. The opportunity is there to make the touch on the ball. You don't have to flip into it every time. Sometimes just getting your nose underneath it, lifting it up, putting it high, and getting it downfield to get a backboard bounce. Something like that at this level of play is so big because it messes with the defense on the backside. A lot of guys are going to be sitting in the net. They'll be sitting still, and they won't be able to get up to make the play on the ball. I'd like to see one of these teams, when they get those midfield touches, just go ahead and sky it. Send it high, send it strong for the backboard, just like that. That one a little high as it caught ceiling, but that was the general idea right there.
And that it was, and now, I mean, we're starting to get down into the final 90 seconds of game number 2. Looking to see whether or not the Wizards can bounce back in this game. Buff doesn't find that touch, but Super Hot was looking to try and send it potentially into a deflection from Buff. It's kept in the orange side, but Inky back with control, getting another touch over top. Buff really needs to find that touch, and he does. Now we're even closer to the final minute, and they have got to start picking up the pace.
The Hot Boy shot on target. 2 defenders there. Inky's the one to make it. And again, just taking these quick shots over and over again. They just need that one extra step in there. Send it high. Get that defender to jump. Open that box. Let your other teammate come through and have a freebie. And Inky sneaks it through. 2-0 Sharks. Looking to shut this one down in game 2 and take it
sneaky from Inky, able to just slide that by and into the middle of net. With 47 seconds to go, they double their score in this game and make it just that much harder for the Wizards to try and mount a comeback, though. Off kickoff. Ooh, saved away by Inky at the last second. Otherwise, the Wizards might have had a good avenue to try and get themselves back in this game.
Yeah, Inky really being that player right now. Almost another goal here. Soviet Shark tried to sneak one in that back post. Another shot once again from the Sharks. Wizards really not having a lot of opportunity here in this game. Stuck in their own half. Buff having to make a ton of saves.
That one fell on the right side. It's a pop-up coming here from Super Hot Boy. Knocked down from one credit. Mykopolis. Get a touch into midfield. It'll come all the way across. On more chance, and it's not going to be time. Sharks going to be able to take game number 2. They're going to be able to get themselves back level. And now, going into game 3, it's going to decide who goes up on series point.
Well, Sharks take control there, and it really did feel like it was their game to lose the entire time. They had control. There was no way they were going to give it up. Wizards couldn't get anything going. You can see it in the stat line. 4 saves for Buff. Shots on the other side, we're looking at 8-4, doubling the number of shots. And really the threat on those shots is really the big difference maker. A lot of those were on open nets where somebody had to come careening across the line to try and make that save like Buff. Really just not a solid rotation defensively for the Wizards. If they can tighten that up a little bit, there's opportunities for counterattacks there, but they've got to get themselves situated on the ground at the net to make some of these saves and get that ball moving the right direction to make use of it.
Yeah, and so game 3 going to be a pivotal one. Again, as we head on to Forbidden Temple. Series point on the line, and the Sharks doing a great job of bouncing back after a game 1 loss. So now we're going to see if the Wizards maybe have any spells that can put the Sharks in a position where they cannot come back to bite them, because this game 3, again, with it deciding series point, it's going to put a lot of pressure going into game 4 on whoever loses.
All the pressure will be on that team. Inky, quick cheat up shots there. Hot Boy just barely making the save. Hits it and almost dead. Not quite enough. It ends up going in anyways.
Well, Soviet Shark looked like he just planned that one all day long. Maybe he coded his car to get little touches like that, because it just sneaks on in. We're not even 10 seconds into the game, and the Sharks have the lead.
Somebody check that man's glove. He's got some sort of foreign substance. He just kind of different type of car polish today to get that one to slide up off the wall and bounce back down right on net. Midfield, Buff looking for that touch, can't get up for it.
Inside again, it'll be one credit Cola. Bring it into Mykopolis. Buff, find the touch, back into midfield. Get one more to keep it out of Inky's hands. Gets the back up into it, back in front. Soviet can't find the touch. It'll be Inky that has to bail him out as it comes into the corner again, but Soviet finally able to grab a little bit more control as this gets sent across over top. Mykopolis to pick it up, and in the opening minute, it is still Sharks holding on to this 1-goal lead.
I like the cleaner rotation here from Sharks from last game and into this one, and what they're doing in the midfield. They know they're ahead, and rather than trying to play and get back downfield and use that as reason to attack, they're instead playing really strong defensive rotations and letting one guy go forward, somebody in mid with that player ready and positioned to try and come back and let that third man come forward, just to try and always have somebody at net. Letting the guy that has the cleaner look at the ball take the shot. The time's there, the spacing's there. Make use of it. Soviet Shark will have control of the ball as he brings this one down. Little flick up for the corner. Bump on Buff. Pick up from him again as he tries to back flick it up and over. Gets the bicycle kick, but nothing on net except for this one from Cola on the cut.
My goodness, talk about cut. This man must run a barber shop, because that was clean. Getting it right to the left of Mykopolis, right to the right of that left post, and straight into the back of net. Sharks surge into a 2-0 lead now, and the Wizards going to start to sweat over there.
This one here in the hands of the Wizards now. They've still got 3 minutes to work with here. plenty of time. Hotboy going to turn off of that one as he knows he can't beat credit to the ball. And midfield presence once again from Soviet Shark. Oh, miss. Soviet has to cover the hole and take that shot away from Buff.
Oh, and it's another send up there from Super Hot. Inky trying to respond. It'll be another send down.
There it
Mike
is.
And there we go. That will find the touch that we were looking for.
That's what you're looking for here. Overcommit. You can see third man Inky expecting his team to have possession, and as a third man, he tries to push to try and take that midfield position for when they make the push all the way downfield. Unfortunately, did not go the way of the Sharks there. Open net. Inky can't get to it. Soviet going to try and harass Hotboy down the line. And in the midfield is Maiko. Up high, off the backboard. Looking for the shot is two. They miss. Got him outnumbered. Soviet high, off the backboard. Shot here. No. Mikeopolis going to be the first one back.
Oh, we're crossing over into the second half now, and you can really feel the pace of this game starting to pick up as Soviet sending another one downfield, was looking to try and set it up, but Mikeopolis able to get in his way as it'll come back over to Super Hot again. And the tension really starting to become apparent because this is going to decide who's up on series.
There it is.
And there it is, Super. Another one on the board to make it 3-1.
Sharks finally get the ball all the way back downfield and in a position that they can make a play on it. It's off a defender, but enough of a push forward that the momentum carries that ball through. And a 3-1 lead, 2 minutes, 4 seconds left on the board here for the Wizards to try and bring this one back again. They can take the L in the last game. You take it in the third game. That is a pivotal moment in these series. The third game is very important to take that one down. Either you get the 3-0 sweep or you take the series advantage, putting it on match point. And Buff gonna just clear this one out. Demo in the back end is actually going to slow the offensive pressure from the Wizards, but it doesn't matter. High off the bounce, down off the crossbar. Maiko there. That one almost into the crossbar, but it sneaks its way in. Wizards right back in this.
Yeah, Wizards. I mean, they are trying to make a surge.
Shout out to Inky and Buff is they have a little alone time there in the corner as that ball goes in, hanging out.
There's another send down here from Inky, though. It'll come off the ceiling. Looking for it. Maybe a bit of a giveaway. One Criticola just getting absolutely punished out there, getting yeeted. There'll be another sent down. Inky over top. Be backboard. Taken by Mikeopolis. Looking off the back wall. Buff. Sending it over into the side corner. He's going to have to look to try and follow it up again. Keeps it low, and that'll be the play to send it through. Buff beats all three members of the defense and pulls the Wizards back level.
Man, pulls it off. He actually goes for a wave dash hit there. Doesn't quite execute it correctly, and the momentum carries over just enough to get him big on that ball and push it down low. Everyone else on the other side expecting that ball to have a little bit of pop to it, and it just opens the way for that shot right into the net. Tied up here in the final minute. 45 seconds left on the clock here, Sleegy. And the Wizards starting to take control of this match. All momentum in favor of them for the moment. Sharks are going to need to get this one done. You go into OT. That might actually be the way. Get another kickoff to occur and just kind of ice them for a moment.
The final 30 is going to be so close. The Sharks, after having such a lead for a long time, suddenly find themselves back level. Can Inky change that? No. It's straight into Buff. One Criticola off to the side wall again. That'll be a miss coming through. Buff trying to send it downfield. It'll be a return back the other way as we are in the final 10 seconds. That pinch sending it over to the left side. And now, unless we see one last opportunity, it's not going to happen. We've got overtime in Game 3.
Game 3 OT. Golden goal. Well, not golden goal, but very important goal for them here to take down the game, I guess. Not a golden goal in the series, but it will give you that advantage, and that's what you're looking for here. You want that 2-1 record going into that last game. That way you can go in, get it done, 3-1 it, take down the secure yourself the series and take all the pressure off yourself for Game 5.
We have to see what happens first here in Game 3. Overtime is one credit. Cola not able to find that. It's a good block. Buff able
Open
to block
net. No!
Inky, but one credit. Cola able to get rotated around in time and find that defensive touch. It'll be a shot wide, and it's going to go all the way down, but it's off the post. Finally put in from Soviet Shark. 45 seconds into overtime, and the Sharks take Game 3.
That hurt so much for Buff. Open net in the midfield. He jumped a little too early, so he came down quick enough before making contact with the ball that he got bumped out of the midfield play. Took him out of the play, not only on that push, but out of the rotation to get back to make the save. And the Sharks find an open net, send it all the way down. Soviet Shark finishes it off. Man, what a back and forth there. OT win goes the way of the Sharks, and they now have advantage in the series.
Yeah, and such a back and forth game. The Wizards really battling back there, especially in the final moments, to try and reclaim a little bit of what they were looking for. But in the end, it's just not quite enough. And so the Sharks putting themselves up on series point going into Game 4, but they're not in the series yet. They have to get at least one more win to take it, and the Wizards could very well send us to another Game 5 decider here. It's gonna be close all the way, I think, till the end.
Yeah, this is another one. Wizards started speeding up. They started taking control of the pitch. They started making use of that space that is being given on both sides. And really, I think the team that capitalizes on that the most is the team that's going to take it down. Wizards took them a little bit to get into it. Yeah, it goes to OT. It kind of resets that momentum. If they can go ahead and find the momentum here early in Game 4, you can absolutely tie up the series.
Absolutely. But Game 4 about to get underway. It's Sharks with a 2-1 lead in the series. The Wizards going to be trying to get us set back level, but it's only a matter of time. 5 minutes on the board, zeros on the scoreboard. We'll see whether or not the Sharks can close it out right here, right now, or whether the Wizards are going to still try and fight to have a fighting chance in the series.
Up boy, all the way down. Does it get there? It does. Upper 90 finds it from all the way in his own half.
Yeah,
we'll call it his own third.
What a way to start the game as well. Ooh, what a shot. My goodness, just able to launch that one through. And, you know, whether it be that shot or any other shot that you've seen tonight, if you think it's a play of the week worthy clip it and send it to us, whether it be in the Discord or on our Twitter, hashtag MLEPOTW. We choose a winner every week, and they get a free case of Balls Guarana, courtesy again from Balls Guarana. So clip it and send it in, as we might see some more play of the week worthy clips coming through here. It'll be a send down the right side from Mykopolis into the corner. It'll be played away again from Inky. It's the sidewall touch. It'll be one credit. Cola again for that, but Buff able to play it away. Soviet Shark can't find that 50, and now it's all the way back down into the Shark side of field.
One here, looking for Myko. Gonna just go ahead and send it high. Powers it through. Would like to see him take control there, make use of that space as Inky gets one forward, tries to beat the second, but I like the effort there from Inky. That's kind of what I was looking for on the other side. Nobody home on defense, though. Soviet Shark can't get it, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Wizards.
And what a touch from Mykopolis. I mean, Buck doing a great job of getting it sent in, but he is the one to finish it off. Soviet almost able to find the save, but it's got so much pressure from that shot from Mykopolis that it's not enough to clear it away. And like you said, a 2-0 lead here. It's massive for the Wizards, who are trying to push the series back level going into Game 5.
Not sure if Soviet Shark was trying to take that up the wall for himself or if that was an actual pass play there, but Credit wanted a piece of it. Made his attempt at the ball, as he'll have to try and go up against Myko in the corner here now. A little bit of a soft touch floater in the midfield, and that one will go the way of Inky, but he opts to turn off of it to go back for boost.
Ooh. Soft touch from one credit as well. It will fall back out in front. That one went over to Super Hot, but one credit. Able to beat him there to it. will still be out in front. Buff playing it over to the side wall. Be out mid, a little bit of a miss. Mycopolis gets 1, 2, and 3 on the board. As that's his second goal of the game. We're not even into the second half yet.
And Mycopolis taking control here. He's been there time and time again. He's starting to kind of push his way out and find his spacing and his pacing there in the midfield and make his attacks known. So he's waiting for that ball to come in. He's there. He's expecting the ball to eventually make it there. And that's one of the things that we haven't really seen yet occur on either side of the field, at least not often.
2:36 counting. It's been a big show on display here from the Wizards. They've scored 3. Ducross now over into the second half. It'll be Inky. A little bit of a touch up, looking to try and grab one more. He'll send it out in mid. Super Hot Boy. It's a little bit of a touch, trying to get one more, but the demo ends up coming through.
Good pass.
Now this one coming off the ceiling, but wow, the defense coming through strong to prevent that one. And one credit Cola. He finds that touch. There's 3-1 down, but he just can't make contact.
Hard read. I don't care what rank you're playing at. When the ball goes up and it doesn't waterfall and it actually catches a bounce out of the transition, it's just hard to read, hard to expect. Can't fault him for not being able to make that touch, but it's definitely one the team could have used. Soviet Shark with a quick save, and Credit Cola going to have to get in the way of the secondary effort there from Hot Boy.
Corner again. That one sent in, and the Sharks don't count them out just yet. They may be a bit down, but they still got 137 to get level.
Inky able to sneak that one in just off that back shoulder of Buff as he went a little wide on his approach for that save. And the attack starts off here. Kickoff goes the way of the Sharks. Inky on the push up against Mycopolis. Has the corner to use, but can't make the recovery or the landing, and has decided to overstay his welcome just a bit. Eventually decides to get out of there. Soviet Shark tries to put one across the line, and it is blocked and saved away.
Blocked, saved away. Inky, fortunate backflip at midfield, but Buff sends it too hard and high off the backboard. Mycopolis unable to finish it off. As that one goes through, I think that just about kills game 4. But now back on the return, Soviet trying to set up an opportunity. It's still out in front, and they are within 1 with 58 seconds to go.
Were you saying that they're just about out of the game there, Slee? Because you may have caster blessed them there.
Definitely a caster curse for the Wizards, especially if Sharks are able to come back.
Yeah, but you said the Sharks were out of that one, and then the Sharks are starting to make the comeback. So I'm calling it a caster blessing. We don't get these often. Take the blessing.
Okay, I will take the blessing. I will take the blessing, and we'll see what they can do with it. They're still down 1. 44 seconds for 1 goal is, as we know, plenty of time to try and make it happen. Super Hot Boy sending that one too high. It's Inky over top right side, trying to follow it up downfield. It's not quite there. One credit Cola, but that's underneath. It'll be buffed to the side wall again. Open net, but Soviet able to just find his way back in time. But taking of time, they're running out. Only 17 seconds left.
Cola, one beat. Soviet Shark, second one beat, and it's there. And the third is beat as well. Sharks back in this, tie it up. 3-3, only 11 seconds left here on the board.
Wow, the caster blessing really does come through in this situation, doesn't it? I bet the Lightning are going to wish I never said that. 11 seconds to go. And don't call it a comeback, but the Sharks able to pull themselves back level after being down 3-0. Out in front, that's going to be a block from Super Hot Boy. As it'll come back over into the Sharks half. No time on the board, and it will be overtime in Game 4.
Well, it comes down to this. This goal decides the winner of the series, or at least could potentially decide the winner of the series, I guess, or could take it all the way to Game 5. Here we go. Soviet Shark on the save, and the Sharks make the press downfield. Bit of an odd backflip there is going to slow down the play. The Sharks, there it is in front of the net. Cola almost gets it in. Another shot off the defender and in. The Sharks take take it down 3-1 as they close out the series. Still one more game to play.
I don't have words. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Oh, the humanity.
Unlucky.
The Lightning. They were up 3-0, Super 3-0. And then they throw it all away in the dying seconds, and it ends with an own goal. Still, like you said, one more game to play. If they can still try and find a way to recover a little bit of this series. But man, the Sharks, they're going to be on cloud 9 right now because that was an absolutely stunning finish to secure the series.
I'm trying to there we go.
Good?
I just want to be the same height. That felt short, it was making me feel,
But aren't you short though? You're short, right?
Hey, what the... What's your definition of short? What's the cutoff?
I think for guys, I'm definitely calling you short if you're lower than 5'6".
Not lower than 5'6". Killing it, boys. I'm a giant. 6'5" in the paint.
That's way punk. I don't know about you, but I mean, you know what? I'll let you have your little small victory.
I'll tell the story until people run into me at LAN. I'll continue to hide it.
6'5". Yeah. You can't tell. Oh, there we go.
Tell me I'm not. Can't tell me I'm not.
Can't tell either way. So I mean, we just have to take your word for it, right?
Yeah, clearly. You
can be 8 feet for all I know. No one knows how tall I am. I think I don't know whether people think I'm short or whether they think I'm tall. But I'll just let them keep the guess. When we finally get Lance back, we'll meet up and we'll compare against each other. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out then. We got to get to a land. Psionics, please. Psionics, please. It's going to be so hype when we finally do get to one. But to get to that, we still got to get through today's games. Though they have no impact on that whatsoever. But it's no. Ooh. There it is. I, for some reason, thought the ball was traveling towards his own half and that he was about to own goal it. Never mind. He's just securing the goal. I'm just not good at my job.
Yeah. And Lightning, I mean, they get off to another strong start here. But remember, they were up 3-0 last game. So even with a buffer, the Sharks can easily work their way back in. So it's going to be up to the Lightning to try and build an even bigger buffer, one that they can't quite lose as easily, especially if they want to try and salvage what little they can out of this series.
This one here off the top of Credit Cola puts it up in front of the net. Inky up. That one's going to be wide and off the side. Soviet commits for it anyways, and the finish is there from one Credit Cola. 1-1.
1-1, and I mean, it was a good clear from Buff, but one Credit Cola just in a better spot to be able to pick it up and send it through. 30 seconds into this game, we've had 2 goals shared evenly between these two teams. Again, the Lightning, even though the series cannot be theirs, they can at least make it close, make it 2-3. Each and every game counts when you're thinking about trying to qualify for the playoffs, which are only a short couple of weeks away. Week 7 here. Last week is week 12, so that's right around the corner, and this is where you really need to try and scramble and get everything that you can.
One Credit Cola, dangerous cut across, and it is immediately almost punished. Almost punished off the post and out. That one of those ones you want another look at. You want to be gifted one of those again so you can make up for it. Definitely should have been a goal there. Soviet Shark, high bouncer down in front of the net. Inky won't be able to get there. Miss from the defender, though, is going to give Credit Cola another chance at it, and it'll get saved away. Hot boy not missing that one.
Ooh, and it's a good pickup. It gets sent over to the right side. Inky was looking to try and find an off angle in towards net. There's one Credit Cola towards the back wall. Able to follow it through. A couple more misses. One Credit Cola playing it back. Oh, the pinch! Oh, the save off the pinch, and then the follow through for the save off the pinch.
That was almost play of the week as they put it just onto the crossbar. Maiko actually has to get up. I think it would have barred down and in. It would have been there. The defender was not. Inky, though, able to come through, finish it off 2-1 now as the Sharks take the lead here in Game 5. They now want that 4-1 victory.
Woo! Sharks putting in some work right now. They smell blood in the water, and they are swarming around it. They've got this 2-1 lead, trying to make it a 4-1 series. And honestly, it doesn't feel like 4-1 would do the series justice with how close it's truly been. That might very well be what we have in the end of the next 3 minutes, unless the Wizards are able to work their way back in here. But to pop up, out at mid, drop down, one Credit Cola looking to try and pick it up over on the left side. This one comes back out again, but Inky with another big send all the way downfield.
Poor Buff got tossed up into the corner, hits the ceiling, tries to recover, but hadn't let go of the stick yet, and ends up just backflipping and kind of bouncing his way down the sidewall. They do take control here, though, as the Wizards come up into the corner. Mykopolis looking to punch one up. Second touch out and over. Puts it right to where it needs to be. Hot Boy can't get up in time. Third man commits forward. Another one right in front of the net. Just barely misses as Buff tries to come through to put it in himself.
And those were a couple of really solid opportunities for the Wizards. Ones that they really can't afford to have let get away from them, but they're staying on the attack for now. It's backward again, out in front. Mykopolis able to send it through, and the Wizards going to draw back level.
2-2. Once again, this story continually happening back and forth in these games as both teams fight to kind of jockey for position. Sharks getting the better of it thus far, but as we get into the end of Game 5, final 2 minutes, it is 2 apiece.
2 apiece, and Buff, really patient play there, right there on the line, as they'll get the follow-up hit off of Inky. He'll surge forward, looking to try and set this center. Soviet, one touch, but it's over top out of the corner. Inky send it back down the other way. We do begin to get ourselves into the final 90 seconds. Be another push forward from Inky. Another one, out in front. Oh, but the team bump. The shot opportunity was there, and it is taken away by his own team. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the one where, like, you know, you get cut every now and then. You're like, no, it's fine. We recovered. That's one of those ones where you're like, come on, man. Give me some space. Let a man work a little bit. And the work is coming through from the Sharks as they just demo out everybody. And in comes Soviet Shark. You want to talk about blood in the water? There is blood all over the pitch.
Yeah, the touch. So good. Just launching it over into that right side. And now, 1 minute left. The Wizards trying desperately to get themselves in a position to at least salvage what they can. And it's a shot towards net, but saved away by Soviet Shark. He will get the follow-up deflection. Buff laying it towards the side wall, but another one from Buff keeping it in mid. Super Hot Boy dropping it down, but there's just no power.
Soviet Shark to the sidewall here just to try and buy his team a little bit of time as he couldn't get a good enough touch on it. And the battle starts happening at that near post, going the way of the Sharks, though, as it clears back downfield. Opportunity for a pass. Credit Cola couldn't get to it in time, and Inky picks it up himself and just punches it through.
Beautiful double touch coming through from Inky. As one Credit Cola, gets the setup off of that 50, but my goodness, into that right side and through. Nice shot, nice finish. That might put away the game. We'll see what the Wizards can do in the final 25 seconds, but this might just be out of reach.
Yeah, this is a lot of pressure here now for the Wizards as they're going to have a huge final 15 seconds. And it being in their half does not assist them in that process. Inky just trying to dash any hopes or dreams that may be left. And he continues to do so. Final second, Soviet Shark going to go ahead, set that one down. They take the series 4-1 as they just bring all the aggression, the demos, the bumps, everything they needed here in Game 5.
Yeah, and a really well put together series from the Sharks, but also from the Wizards. You got to give credit where credit's due. The Wizards really bringing the pain in a lot of those games. We saw a couple of overtimes, but they're just don't have enough gas in the tank to be able to hold off the Sharks for that long, and unfortunately, they're not able to get a win. They are able to get at least one game out, but they were looking for so much more.
They were looking for a bit more. They tried to get it, just couldn't quite pull that off. It was quite the series. They were close games. They were coming down to the wire game after game after game. And again, we talked about it on paper. It looked like the Sharks should have been running away with it. Yeah, 4-1 if you're looking at it from a series score point. Yes, the Sharks did what they needed to do, but I expected it to be a bit more of a blowout, and the Wizards really kept it close all the way through.
Yeah, they did. But that is going to set the Wizards at 10-30 on the season. It is gone from bad to worse for them. Maybe a potential for them to bring it back, but they're looking bleak. Meanwhile, the Sharks almost back level. They're going to be set at 22-23. And as the rest of the matches this weekend get tabulated and updated, we'll be able to see where everyone stands. But I mean, a couple of really good matches here tonight and overall this weekend. And the race for the playoffs is really picking up here on the tail end of Season 12, Super.
That's what's going to happen. These final weeks, this is where all the action, the fun, the storylines start kind of culminating, and you get to really see where these teams are shaking out, how these guys are stacking up. With every game, same thing in the RLCS, CRL, RLRS when it was there. As you get to the end of these seasons, you really get to see if the stats and the storylines match up with those players you've been watching play all season long. So it's going to be really cool to watch all these stories kind of come to an end here as we approach the end of the season.
Yeah, that it is. But that's going to do it for us here this evening. Week 7 comes to a close. Again, the Sharks able to take a 4-1 victory over the Wizards. But we are not done with this season. We still have 4 more weeks of the regular season before we get into the playoffs. And if you want to be a part of it, go to MLEsports.gg, hit the apply button in the top right corner, and be a part of this amazing community. But until next time, I've been Sleeky. With me on the wonderful color commentary this evening has been Supersonic, and we'll catch you next week, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern time on MLE2 and 7 p.m. Eastern right here. See you then.